So great to have you with us. Welcome to the Jim Masters Show, live entertainment, lifestyle, variety talk show series, beaming out all around the world from here in the United States, the Northeastern United States, and the greater New York tri-state area. So good to have you with us. Hope you guys are doing well from wherever you're watching live, or if you're watching this in the archives later. We thank you so very, very much for being with us, for all the love, all the support, subscribing to our YouTube channel, leaving the comments on our channel, commenting during the show live. Matter of fact, if you'd like to comment live, you can do it right now for those watching live in our exclusive JMS Lovity chat room when you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. Just hit that red button you see right there on the channel. That's subscribe. There's no cost for that. Click that bell as well, which is the notification bell. You see that bell icon next to the word subscribe. And that lets us know that you really care about what we're doing, and there's no cost. And you get to enjoy fabulous conversations, poignant moments, great entertainment, and me, of course, and all of you together, and spectacular guests like our guest who's coming to us from the greater San Francisco, California area. She is a best-selling author 3 times over, and also she is a natural hair care specialist, beauty expert, health and wellness expert, and so much more. And we're very excited to have her here live and direct from the West Coast. It is Tiffany Anderson. Tiffany, welcome to the Jim Masters Show. It's so great to have you with us.
Thank you. Thank you, Jim. It's a pleasure.
Oh, it is my pleasure because, you know, on this show, we say the word lovity because I said light, love, and levity too fast about 2 years ago. So the audience jumped on that and they said, I'm Mr. Levity. This is Levity Hall. And they are the Levity Squad. So they're already welcoming you. They're commenting right now. They're already saying she's a Levity. How's that for a welcome, huh? The Jim Master Show Levity already, Tiffany.
Yes, yes.
This is great what you do. And congratulations on being a best-selling author as well. And also, you know, playing off your wonderful experience as a hair care specialist. Early on for you, tell us a little bit about that fantastic background, because I know, just sort of setting the stage for the viewers. And we welcome everybody who's tuning in right now live, those who will watch later. Feel free to comment in the JMS Lovity chat room, leave a comment on our YouTube channel. We welcome all the viewers and the Lovities. We can see the comments coming in right now. It's so wonderful to see you. We'll try to sprinkle some in. If you want to support the show, you can do a super chat, super emoji, super sticker as well during the show. But since the 2000s, early 2000s, Tiffany, you really established your place as a natural hair care specialist, right? Using that unique technique, several techniques that you have in creativity. What's really cool about it too is you've surpassed many peers as a beauty professional in the industry, and your portfolio has been displayed and continues to showcase in several of the most popular hair and braid magazines, while also being featured in an independent film too called Shut Up and Dance. Tell us about all of this. What was the early inspiration for you to want to get into health and wellness and beauty and hair care, Tiffany? And once again, welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thank you, Jim, for having me again. So a little bit of my background. I got into hair care because I wanted to give back. I wanted to be able to extend certain kind of hair care regimens with our community. So in our culture, a lot of times, like, we get hairstyles and then we don't know how to effectively take care of our hair. And so I wanted to do a lot of preventive things. Like, you never know what age you're going to want to wear your hair. And so I wanted to really advocate for the people who wanted to wear their hair and wear it how and to make them feel good about it. I first started
naturally, right? Because a
yes,
lot of times
naturally.
people wear a lot of coverings or wigs
Yeah, they
or
were
different
protective
things.
styles and stuff. Yes,
Right.
and protective styles are good and stuff. But like I said, as you get older, you just want to wear your hair. You're like, oh, all that is just,
That's
you know,
you.
I just, and then we're not able to because we have not taken care of it at a younger age. And so I'm all about like preventive maintenance so that we
Exactly,
can,
right.
yes, so that we can be able to enjoy our own locks, and so that it'll be there when we're ready. And
That's
so,
fantastic. That's
yes, yes,
great. Yeah.
yes.
So you do you work with all ages, considering that you're probably working with a lot of people where some repair and rejuvenation is needed for their hair, and then I would imagine you're working with even younger generations to try to get the ball rolling. So, like you say, they can take care of their hair early before there's damage and things that happen down the line. You're working across the board with generally all ages?
Yes, I do. And it's funny that you mentioned that because my younger clients, which are the kids, they like are really receptive to what I say, to where they even go home and make sure their parents or their mother who's caring for their hair is not damaging or, doing anything detrimental to their
That's
hair
right.
just based off of what I've shared. And
That's a
so,
bad shampoo, mommy, that's got
exactly.
peroxide in it. That's bad.
Right, don't pull it like that, those
Toxic.
kinds of things, right? And it's very important that we learn how to take care of our hair at an early age. Like we learn about our teeth or as a
That's right.
hygiene in our face, but we sometimes disconnect hair with being like a hygiene kind of
That's right.
thing, and our
As
hairs
part of the
are
overall
hygiene as
health and
well.
wellness. Right,
Yes,
exactly, like
exactly,
you say, part of the
exactly.
hygiene. It's part of the encompassing of our overall health and wellness, right? Because sometimes, and
Yes.
I've had these conversations with people, Tiffany, where and when you really think about it, oftentimes a lot of people take better care of their cars than they do themselves, whether it is
Exactly.
whether what they're eating, health and wellness, their skin care, their hair care, whatever it is. But when the car needs a detail, they'll get it in for the detail. But when you need a detail, oftentimes we don't bother. Why do you think that is?
I think it's just like how we're programmed. We're not programmed like this generation today. We're programmed and we're taught about self-care. So it's all
Yeah.
how how you learn and stuff. That was one of my things for creating like children's books. I was like, how do you get grown women to like value their hair and appreciate it? And you kind of got to reach them at a younger age. You have to reach them at a child, like almost appreciating anything. You have to introduce it to them early. And so, even with our mindsets, we're taught to value things that we need, and we're just neglect ourselves like we don't need our bodies, or we don't need, or we don't want our hair, or we don't care about our teeth. So it's just a I think just how we're taught and programmed, and we just have to be reprogrammed in a healthier, beneficial way that's going to benefit us in the long run. Like our
What
bodies, like we're taught how to eat
like the
now better.
bodies,
We're taught
right.
how to, and we just
More
disassociate so
sleep.
many things. Yes, sleeping, all those things. And back in the day, I think we were just taught to just go and just to do and not really focus, because like think about like even hair, sometimes people think like we're being so vain, or so, you know what I mean, like we're taking it, like even our looks or anything can be like taken out of context when we're really just trying to take care of ourselves as part of a self-care regimen.
Exactly right. When did you realize this? When was it for you that you realized the importance of not just overall health and wellness and also these beauty secrets? Because again, it ties into the hair care for women and for men, just overall skin care and eating right and drinking plenty of fluid, water and getting proper sleep, because those things, which is really fascinating about all of this, if you don't eat right and you don't get enough sleep and you don't take care of the inside, the outside will reflect that, right? You see some
Yeah.
people, they look older than they actually are. They look more tired, weathered. The hair does as well, the skin. And it sometimes what we're putting in or what we're lacking, the go, go, go world we're in right now, we want everything quick, instant gratification, not getting enough sleep. Your outer appearance can start to reflect that neglect, right, Tiffany?
It absolutely can. I think definitely like in my community and our culture, one of the things that we do that I have seen is that we definitely neglect, like it's almost like we're shamed for taking care of our hair, for investing in hair care, for spending money and stuff. And so I even share with my clients how I just think it is really a good thing that they do come and invest in their hair and their health care, because we don't get to. And that's like that's the thing that we do to give back to ourselves. And so for me, it's very, very powerful because we don't do it enough. We don't take care of it, but we take care of everybody else. And so sitting in my chair, like that's like a gift that I'm able to share with you that you're actually giving to yourself. And so I think it's really, really important that we take that into consideration, and we give that to ourselves. We deserve that.
So, absolutely, I second that emotion, Tiffany. So, what came first for you? Is it the experience as the natural hair care specialist, or is it the author on the topic? What came first for you?
So the natural hair care specialist definitely came first. I tell this story a lot. It was a lady over 20 years ago that she was getting her hair done in the back of the studio, the shop. And so I inquired about why she was getting her hair done. And the head stylist at that time was like, well, she has alopecia. And she is very embarrassed by it. And she didn't want anyone to see that she was losing her hair due to alopecia. And
Yeah.
so the woman was very stunning, and it really made her feel bad because we're taught that our hair is our crown and glory. And it intrigued me. It's why, to want to understand how to prevent these things, because it was very heartfelt, to me. And I want, like, hair, you're getting your hair done, most people are excited about it, and for her to
Yes.
not be excited about it
Mm.
really disturbed me. She was embarrassed. She had wanted to go, you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
wanted to understand that. And so that kind of led me on the journey as to like preventing alopecia, um, male and female pattern baldness. And so that's where that started. And then the writing and the book and the education was, I wanted to reach more people. So because I wanted to reach more people, I was like, how do you reach more people? And at this time, social media was not as prevalent as it is today. And that is when I started writing books.
You know what's really great about all of this too, when I was doing my research for this episode of the show, and I know a lot of people are very excited about, we're talking about health and wellness and hair care, and a lot of people are in tune with that. And there's weather and seasonal things that come into play as well. Like here for us, we're in the summertime, and I was mentioning too, we are here on the northeast coast where it's beautiful. It's 82 degrees, sunny, light coastal breeze. But when winter comes, or even in the hot summer for folks in other parts of the country where it can get really hot or dry, seasonal times of the year and weather can really play havoc with your hair, right? And it's
Yes.
important to be cognizant of that and aware of that, and sort of adjust what you're doing based on the seasons and the weather.
Yes, definitely. Definitely when you're dealing with curly hair, one of the things that is very that we lack is moisture, because the curl patterns are different. Some of them can be tighter. So what happens is it's challenging for the moisture to trap in the get in the or penetrate into the cuticle of the hair. So one of those things is that I talk about even in my book. It even helped me curate my own moisturizer, is knowing what a moisturizer is. Like a lot of times we're misinformed, and we're taught that oil is moisture, and oil is not moisture. So those things, as well as like the elements of the weather that you were talking about, depending on the smoothness of the cuticle. So, like, of course, curly hair, you really want a cream based moisture because you want it to penetrate and you want it to absorb in the hair. And then if you have like maybe a looser, wavier curl pattern, you may want like a water based leave in conditioner because you don't want to weigh the hair down. You still want it to have volume and body. So those different curl patterns allow you to do different, well, want different things because you want your hair to do different things. So you have to understand what products need to be used to allow your hair to do those different things.
Linda's watching from Florida and she says, I'm having the humid, she's in Florida where it gets humid. I'm having the humid frizzy look. LOL. I need info on how to get rid of the frizzies.
Mm-hmm. So definitely you need a moisture. I'm pretty sure you've been using products that are water based. And so water based, like I said, it doesn't trap the moisture in, it doesn't penetrate into the cuticle to lay it down. So in order to lay it down, you need like a cream base. So a lot of people think that they can't, with different textures, you can't use a cream based product, and you can. It's just how much you use, because some people are like, oh, I use a cream base and it just weighs my hair down, it's too early. Well, you cannot use a cream, like a wavy haired person does not need as much cream based product as someone with a tighter curl pattern. So the adjustment is definitely within how much you use. So
That's
like
right. Yeah.
sometimes, yeah, so sometimes like it may say use a quart, you have to adjust it according to your hair cuticle, and that's how you use products.
Sometimes less is more, right? I've even learned that myself, the stylist, we would talk and because my hair changes all the time based on the event, based on the project, based on the scenario, the style, the length, all of it completely changes based on mood, all of that. And the stylist was talking, we were talking about different things you can use and shampoos, conditioners, as well as product. And one thing that I know I've always done when in the shower and lathering up and all is I always use too much. I'm always thinking more is better. And she's like, no,
Right.
no, no. Less is more. Even if you use product, sometimes you put product in to maintain and to manage it when you have to. And sometimes you just let it breathe and do its thing. I would put more of like the waxes and the gels and the creams and the different things in. And she said, no, 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 just a little, just rub it
Just a
in and
little
then
bit.
work it through with
Hmm.
your fingers. That really makes a big difference, right?
Yes, it definitely does. It's all about the management of products. A lot of people use more because in their head, they're like, even if you're trying to grow your hair out, you think, oh, if I use the whole bottle, my hair is going to be longer tomorrow. And everything is a process. It's about consistency, and it's about the use. It's the consistency of the product that allows it to work. It's not how much that you're using, if that makes sense.
Exactly. And your hair changes, as time goes on. And like for me, I know that usually the day of or the day right after that I'm doing a shampooing, conditioning, whatever it may be, if I let the hair be natural and breathe, it'll be a little bit fuller, thicker, fuller, like it is now. It was done
Yes.
yesterday and shampooed, conditioned, and all of that. And so there's really nothing in it. I'm just letting
Hmm.
it breathe, letting it be natural, and it's more fuller. And then eventually, the oils from the hair start to blend a little bit,
Yes.
maybe a couple of days
Your
after,
natural, yes, that's your
and then it
natural.
starts to
Yes.
settle and create this whole other shape and look and feel, which I really like. And it's amazing how your hair does that, right? I mean, like I wouldn't, the hair as it is now, I would not blow dry this because if I blow dried this, you know, I'd be Captain Kangaroo. I used to blow dry it, years
Right.
ago. Now I like to just let it do its thing. You know what I mean? Take
Right.
care of it, but I like to let it breathe a little bit more because a lot of the work I've done in television and everything, it's always been super perfect and coiffed and always neat and even a lot shorter than this too. And during
Right.
the pandemic, I let it grow. It was actually down to here, believe it or not, down to my shoulder at one time.
Okay.
Just
Right.
letting it go because everything was closed. The stylists during the pandemic,
Right.
everything was closed. So a lot of guys grew their hair longer during this time. And
Right.
I said, you know what the heck? I always wanted to. So I
Right.
did it. And I like it. And I've worn it on television, with it longer. And then we just recently brought it up a little bit, a couple of times, and a little bit up. And that's a cool thing too, to try different things, right? And this time of the last couple of years, a lot of guys did do the longer and test it out.
Absolutely, absolutely. You said something that was very important. You were saying about your natural moisture. Natural moisture is very, very important when it comes to our hair because we use so many products that can suffocate our hair, and then you don't get that volume and things that you want, and you think it's thinning and stuff, and it's all contributing to what you're doing to it. So that's very important. Also, doing different styles. Like another thing you can try too, like say if your hair is you wash it and you want it to like air dry, or you want like a little definition to it, you could plait it, like braid it and then undo it the next day, and you'll have like a even more defined
Cool
wave
idea.
pattern. Hmm.
What a cool idea.
Hmm.
Kathleen Walker is watching in New York City. She says, when my hair gets too long, it loses its body. It never looks clean when it loses its body when it's longer. She's watching in
Okay.
New York City.
Okay, so one of the things what happens is the density. Like so, if we have fine hair naturally, if we're born with fine hair, when it gets longer, it is going to be fine. So, like sometimes we have to do manipulation to make our hair look fuller or give it volume. We do that sometimes with layer cuts. We do that with what we do a lot is we do a lot of like I just told you about braiding it and undoing it to give it looks like little manipulation styles to give it volume and stuff. But it may need a trim too. All those things that we do, we kind of got to manipulate the hair when we're just born with naturally fine hair.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. I couple of more things coming in here. Linda in Florida is saying, I use L'Oreal shampoo and conditioner. Is that a good shampoo and conditioner?
So, oh my goodness. So,
She's taking a deep breath on that one, Linda.
so I the store box shampoos and conditioners are not my number one recommendation. The reason is I even explain it in my book is because I go by grade. So you have your grade A to grade D. Your grade A products are your professional products. Those are products that are literally formulated to give you the results that you want that you normally could get from your beautician or your beauty store or whatever. Those are literally formulated. Then you have your next formulated natural products. Natural products are necessarily not created for your hair, but you can use them because they're not going to damage the hair. That's grade B. So your grade A is your professional products. Those are the products that is recommended by your beautician. Your grade B products are natural products. Like I said, those are products that are not going to damage the hair. Your grade C products are like maybe Sally products. They are formulated for the hair, but they're still diluted. And then your grade D products are your box store products. Those products are formulated to sell. They're not formulated necessarily to give you the results that you need,
I like
unfortunately. Yes.
exactly right.
Mhm.
Maureen's watching in Arizona where it can get very, very hot. I think it's very hot there now, but also sort of that drier, less humid heat there in sort of the
Mhm.
deserts of Arizona. She's watching and she says, I have very straight, lifeless hair. How can I get volume?
Okay, so what I would recommend for volume with your straight hair is washing your hair with a clarifying shampoo. So a clarifying shampoo is a shampoo that doesn't have any moisturizer or anything in it. or you can condition first and then shampoo with the clarifying shampoo. Now, if you condition first and shampoo with the clarifying, because you're both doing, you're getting the conditioner in as well, which is okay. You're going to, you don't need to condition it after. So you condition first, then you use a clarifying shampoo, because the clarifying shampoo is going to get all of that buildup off the scalp and off the hair. And then I would recommend, like I said, like plaiting it, braiding it, and letting it dry like that in the braid, and then taking it out like the next morning. So maybe washing it at nighttime.
So washing it at nighttime and just let it
Yes,
sort of naturally
braid,
dry
naturally dry, and then take it out the next morning.
and take it out the next morning.
Hmm.
That's really fantastic. These are
Hmm.
fantastic tips. Do you change your hair a lot as well?
I do. I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Not as
fantastic.
often as much. Like I have locks. Like, believe it or not, I am. I love doing hair, but I don't love doing my hair.
You do your own. Isn't it amazing how that
Is
works?
it so right? Like I love helping people. Look, everything that I just told you guys about self care. I love helping people, but I don't love helping myself. No, I want you guys to be great.
Exactly.
No. I do love helping myself, just at a lower maintenance, if that makes sense. So I wear a lot of lock styles. Lock styles, it's not no maintenance, but it's a minimal maintenance, if that makes sense. So I
Yeah,
don't have to comb it or brush it every single day.
this is a nice style.
Yes, those are my sister locks, and I love those.
Those are very nice. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
And even this, having fun here, huh?
Yes, that so that is
That's
a
very retro. It's very 70s. It's
yes,
cool.
it is. It is. I love my afro when I had an afro. Yes.
That's fantastic.
Yes,
You know,
I
the
do.
books too. I love
Yes.
my natural hair. Tell us
Yes.
about the books. What was the inspiration for writing the books as well, Tiffany? And
So
congratulations.
thank
Bestsellers.
you, thank you, thank you. My books were inspired by my children. Like they are the characters in my books. I have a daughter and a son. My son is very creative with his hairstyles as well, and my daughter is too. I definitely wanted to make sure my daughter benefited from seeing images and growing up like with hairstyles that she likes to wear and to be proud of her hair. So I thought it was very important to create literature to make sure that she is proud of her hair textures and so on and so forth. I'm the same with our males. Like boys, you guys, we wear different styles, and it's okay to wear different styles and to embrace styles and to be open to being creative with your styles. And so definitely wanted to make sure I added, the boys with it too, and don't leave us out either. And like we boys like color, we like different styles that we want to be proud of, and so those
Exactly.
were the inspirations for my books.
So tell us about I Love My Natural Hair. Tell us about this one.
Okay, so that's my girls one. That was my first book, and that just it just talks about like a little girl's little journey to embracing her natural hair. I also have it's so cute. I have a cartoon that goes with that one as well. And it just talks about it's based off of like the kids are laughing at her at school and teasing her. And then at the end, she's like daydreaming, and she's daydreaming about all these hairstyles that she can rock. And then she gets up in the classroom and says, I love my natural hair because it's this, and this, and changes the trajectory, the energy, the negative energy into positive energy, far as embracing her hair.
Isn't that beautiful? That is fantastic. So it's got these wonderful, sort of tips, but at the same time, it's got a very positive, inspiring message to it, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
That is
definitely.
wonderful.
And
Here's
then
the
all
other
my
one.
children's books too, they have workbooks, hair workbooks. So like it has like little workbooks that's telling you how to take care with crosswords through dot to dot. Like it's asking questions. Like it's amazing definitions, how to get our kids to like take care of their hair and know like little things to do as well.
That's great. So it's very interactive.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Here's another one, hair therapy. Tell us about
Yes.
this one.
So hair therapy is for all of my fans that are like even online right now that's asking questions. That's like your go-to. It channels some of the experiences that we experience as to why we don't embrace our hair, as well as helping you know and make sure you know and understand how to care for your hair and to get rid of some of those stigmatisms that we have and stuff pertaining to our natural hair, and to just embrace and take care of our hair. I talk about the grade A through grade D products. I talk about sometimes counterfeit stylists who just want to make money and don't want to help you in your journey with your hair. Just a lot of good stuff that is knowledgeable. And I also have before and after photos of clients that have suffered from alopecia areata and how I brought their hair back and things like that.
Isn't that incredible? Kind of like a miracle worker on many
Yes.
levels for your clients. They're like, wait a minute, I
Right.
thought that this was never going to be able to be corrected, but through your expertise, you were
Yes.
able to do it. That
Yes.
is fantastic. Linda Johnson watching says, our water makes my shampoo not lather because it's so hard. She has hard water.
I recommend, I tell people this all the time, use like a spring, use bottled water.
That's a good idea.
Yes,
Right,
exactly.
right. Not necessarily depend on the shower or the sink, but maybe you have to
Exactly.
use the
Yes.
other.
Definitely. If you have it, if you can, definitely use bottled water.
That is fantastic. Jen Barry's in Pennsylvania. She goes, question, my hair is naturally curly, frizzy. Do I just embrace the curls and frizz, which I've been doing my whole life? Or should I go with a straightener, having the hair straightened? Interesting question. Jen Barry in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Those are definitely a preference thing. Like it depends on like, are you or do you want to straighten it because the curls are you don't like the curls, or like you just want to switch up? Because if your curls are healthy and they are or if it's the frizz bothering, that if the frizz is bothering you, definitely you can get a moisturizer. Like I said, I talked about it earlier. Definitely try to condition your hair first, and then shampoo after. Definitely with curly texture hair, I would definitely plait it and let it dry in the plaits, and that also will eliminate a lot of frizz as well.
Good idea. So I
Hmm.
hope you guys are taking notes here. And again, your books are available. Are they on Amazon?
They are on Amazon, yes.
Congratulations too. What is
Thank
that
you.
feeling like when you get word that they're bestsellers?
It really, I like whenever I create things, I'm a creator, an artist,
Yes,
even with doing hair, it definitely feels good that because people go to things and platforms because they don't know, and sometimes it's not the correct platform. So when I'm
right.
sharing something that is very correct and inspirational, is going to help people, that really makes me feel good that people are navigating towards it and embracing it and want to know the right way
Which is
to, or the
important.
correct way, or a different way to prevent or to add to whatever they have going on.
I want to mention too a little bit more about your illustrious background. You've been featured by the United States Environmental Protection Agency, Pacific
Yes.
Southwest Region 9, for your work on natural hair awareness. 2009, you collaborated with the National Healthy Nail and Hair Salon Alliance to
Yeah.
support and bring an even broader awareness to the cosmetology industry on the negative effects of long-term chemical use on the hair and scalp. Also trained professional in the science and practice of trichology, providing the knowledge and tools to incorporate healthy hair education in every science. And in your spare time, you're always educating individuals on the importance of how to achieve healthy natural hair and spending time with your family as well. Um, Pausing a little bit on the long-term effects of the use of chemicals on the hair and scalp. Now, years ago, people used to, when they would go into a salon, a lot of bleaching was used and very harsh, almost toxic chemicals to create the blondes, the reds, all the different colors that people wanted. that's fortunately been changing in the right direction, but knowledge really is power, right, Tiffany?
Absolutely. I can share a story. My first year working in the salon, I got bronchitis. I've never had asthma or allergies ever. That's just from, and mind you, I didn't even use the chemicals. That's just from me being in there. I got bronchitis. So that the that's how strong that those chemicals that we're inhaling. So if we're inhaling those like that, like just imagine. And another thing, like relaxers, for instance, I always tell people, like the reason we're supposed to base our scalp and stuff is because those chemicals are not supposed to touch our scalp. So if they're not supposed to touch our scalp, what does that say to us? Like maybe they're not supposed to. Yeah, like how do they not touch the scalp? Because just because we base our hair, that they still touch the scalp. And so we have to take all of those things into consideration and understand what could possibly be going on health wise for
What
beauty.
you
For beauty.
for beauty, health, all of it.
Right.
What are some of the other common either myths or misconceptions people have about hair care from your years of expertise?
A lot of fast. Like a lot of people think that hair care is a fast thing. Like we have grown to just want everything so fast. And hair care is definitely not a fast thing. It definitely is a consistent thing. It definitely takes time. It definitely is not an overnight thing. And a myth, like people like create all these like miracle things, and it's really not a miracle. It's just all about changing your daily regimen and being consistent. Another thing people do that is very funny to me is that we disassociate scalp from skin. Scalp is skin. So sometimes when we're scratching our hair excessively and walking down the street, we think that's normal, and that's not normal. But if we associate it to what it is, which is skin, if your skin was itching like that, you would go see about it. And so when our hair itches, that's how our hair talks to us, because our hair can't say, hey, yay, no, don't put that in my hair. I don't like that. So, but it gives us signs. It starts itching. Then if we ignore itching, it starts shedding. Then if we ignore shedding, it starts coming out. Then if we ignore coming out, and then that's where it progresses to like balding and stuff. So we have to literally understand and take like notice the way that our hair talks to us, just like how our body talks through us with pains and things like that.
That's important. So really,
Yeah.
like exactly, pay attention to those signs when it comes to our hair and the scalp. And because we do in other areas of our lives, and we do it with our cars too, like I said, oftentimes.
Right.
Yeah. Jen Barry also chimed in again, and she goes, she's afraid to use the hairspray, especially with hot summer. Um, what about hairsprays and things of that nature? I know some people, they still use them, not so much the aerosols maybe, but um, what do you think about the hairsprays? They have their place, of course, to keep things controlled, and when you need to have control and keep things neat. But those have come a long way as well, haven't
Right, right. They have. So hairspray. So the hairsprays are created to like hold. So one of the things that I recommend is definitely reading the ingredients in the sprays, and then you can always prep. Like everything is about prepping. So if you are trying to hold a certain kind of style or certain kind of look, those are where your sets come into play. You definitely, and you want to make sure that that also like
they?
holding the tightness has everything to do with your the what like the moisture that's in your hair. So like if you want a style that is going to like a wavy style or something like
Yeah.
that, or your curls, you want to preset them. Like I said, like with braiding, you want to use rollers and things like that, because
So
the hairspray is just going to make it hard. And not, and you also gels, I think that gels are a better alternative than hairsprays as well, like a holding gel.
yes, because they've
Mhm,
come a long way with those as well. I remember the early
mhm.
ones that would make your hair kind, because I've used different ones too over the years, and or they've been given to me, or the stylist puts them in, or they, you can purchase them and be sent home with them. Where sometimes they used to be very, very hard and waxy and like very stiff and very, where your hair didn't really move at all, and people would say, "Is your hair even real?" Because it's,
Right.
you're in a windstorm right now and your hair's not moving.
Right.
That's
Right.
not what you want either, right? You want
No,
it to
no.
breathe and
Yeah,
flow.
you want it to breathe. Yes, yes. So that's what sets are very, like I said, the set, it sets like if you do it like at nighttime and
Yeah.
then you undo it in the morning, that set is in there because even on our texture, them sets will last like a couple days.
I was gonna say, it's what happens sometimes. I know with my hair too. After doing shampooing and conditioning or what have you, as the days go on, if I skip a day or two, because I've always done it daily, but then even the stylist said, skip a day, especially on the weekend or something, just skip a day, let it, breathe. Don't be hard on it. Don't always do all the different things. Just let it breathe and blow in the wind or whatever. And what's really cool is how sometimes 2 to 3 days after, it looks fantastic, even better than
Right.
right
When you
after
first,
you shampoo and
exactly,
condition it. It's like
exactly.
your body and your natural oils and everything combines and blends, and it sort of lays down as it should naturally, right? Tell us about what's actually happening when 2, 3 days later, it's even better than right after you do the shampoo and conditioning treatment.
So whenever you shampoo, can use chemicals on your hair, is all about your pH level. When you use chemicals, it takes your pH level like 48 hours to come back down to normal. So that's what's going on. Like when you wash your hair, your pH level is like up, and so as the days go on, like your pH, your hair is like balancing, it's normalizing out, and so when
Yeah.
that pH level is balanced, your hair, you will see the difference in your hair. And so that's one of the reasons like why we're using certain products to like conditioners or moisturizers, because we're trying to bring that pH level back down. So what you're seeing is just like your pH level coming into play, coming back down to normal. Those moisturizers, your natural moistures, playing a part in your hair and things like that.
So it's sort of settling back into place, right?
Yes,
Which
yes,
is fantastic. Uh, this is, I love this shot too. This is a great, cool publicity shot, huh?
yes.
So, tell us about your day to day. What's a typical day like for you in this world, in this realm, Tiffany's, being so immersed in hair care and health and wellness and writing and everything else? What's a day like for you? It must be very busy.
I am very busy. My day starts off with self care. I get up to exercise between 4 to 5 a.m. I come back to cook breakfast for my kids. I am a full fledged vegan. And so I definitely like to make breakfast for them before they go to school. I take them to school. I come back home between like 8 to 9 to do some clients. If I don't have any clients, I am definitely curating products. I'm definitely taking orders online. I'm definitely collaborating, communicating with beauty shops and beauticians and stuff to network with them to try to get them to use my products and to educate them on hair care. I speak, I do school engagements and stuff, sharing my book, and also teaching kids and women and children and boys and girls about hair care. And if someone calls me to do other things, that's what I do.
That's fantastic. Let's also, we're talking about the books, which are available at Amazon as well. But you have product lines as well that complement the reading material. Tell us about some of the products that you offer. Yeah, let's see that
So I
full screen.
do. So I'm very excited about this product because, as you know, this sets me apart from my peers. Nobody has the books with like the product line. So the book is called Hair Therapy, and my products are it's a hair therapy box that I offer. And so in the box, I offer a moisturizer. This is a cream based moisturizer. And I also offer watercress oil. Watercress oil is very, very, very important. I'm going to tell you about it. And I also offer avocado oil. So the importance, I talked a little bit about your pH level. A lot of times, sometime when we have like our alopecia or male and female pattern baldness, as we get older, we lose things in our body like our estrogen. We're losing estrogen, we're losing testosterone. And so we have to bring our pH level back down to normal. So this watercress oil, it treats dandruff and it prevents hair loss. It enhances your hormonal balance and performance, and it indirectly encourages hair growth and healthy skin. And so the avocado oil is what it repairs damage on the scalp. So this is very important too. It locks in moisture into the hair cells, nourishes hair cells, and strengthens hair roots, shafts, and strands. So these oils are very, very dear to me because in order to offer a product or create a product, you have to understand the chemistry of hair. So because my background with being trichology, that's the study of hair and scalp disorders, I have been able to study and create products that are going to literally work and complement the hair growth process, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Where can people find those products? Are those on Amazon too, or do they
Those
go direct?
those products are actually, my boxes are actually on www.tiffanysnatural.com.
Tiffany'sNatural.com. That's
Yes,
Tiffany's
yes, natural.
natural,
Dot com.
natural, natural or naturals?
Not natural.
Natural.com.
Tiffany'snatural.com. Yes.
Fantastic. What's been the response to it all lately?
Oh my goodness. I have like the best reviews ever. My clients, like my watercress oil is my best seller. One of my clients, like she buys 5 bottles at a time. Her
Wow.
sons love it. Her daughters, even I have, if you go on my YouTube channel, you can see a little bit of podcast that I've shared with that they've shared like with their experiences, even using my products. Like they share, like even going through salons, that their hair has never felt like this, how it
Yeah.
prevents the dandruff and all of those kinds of things.
That's incredible. This is
Mhm.
quite exciting, huh? This is something that you've always enjoyed, you've always had an interest in. And do you see more books? Do you see more developing from all of this?
Definitely. I definitely have another book coming out, a
You
children's book.
do.
Two, actually two. I have a children's book coming out with colors, like with the hair with colors. And then I also have a cookbook coming out. And so in the cookbook, it's about hair care. It's all the recipes that benefit hair through cooking, all the ingredients that you need that promote hair growth and things like that.
What would be one thing if somebody's watching and really enjoying, and they're all commenting? Thanks everybody for all the comments live during the show. Feel free, if you're watching live or watching this in the archives when it's not live, to leave a comment on our YouTube channel. Let us know how much you're enjoying what we're doing here. Um, what would be something that a viewer can do right now, today, or even start tomorrow morning on that journey to better, healthier, more vibrant hair?
Definitely look into clarifying shampoos to make sure you're definitely try to get away from store bought products. A lot of times that is like some of the, it's the ingredients that is not healthy for our hair and scalp. Definitely see where your beautician, or you know, your what your beautician recommends, or your latest shop. Definitely researching, making sure you read the ingredients and everything that you put in your hair, just like you do for your body and stuff. Just educating yourself. um, those are like the main things. Like education is power, and you have to know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, in order to prevent
She's so
things.
emotional about it, she gets choked
I'm
up, folks.
sorry. You want to prevent things. Like I tell people all the time, I'm like, because people be like, oh no, it's hereditary, it's my family. And
Mm,
normally it will seem hereditary because we care for our hair like our parents care, because they're the ones that taught us. But
right.
diabetes can be hereditary too, but you definitely can change the effects if you start eating right and if you work out. So same thing with your hair. If you start changing your daily regimen, because normally it's your daily regimen that is um, counteracting the
Yeah.
results that you want. Like if you're washing your hair every day, I do not recommend washing your hair every day. If you are using a shampoo that is like 99 cents, I do not recommend that. And
Right.
so,
Even food that's 99
even
cents is a
food
little
that's not
shaky. Yeah. Although
yeah,
today, that with
right,
the inflation, that 99 cents is probably 6.99.
right. Definitely, you just have to be careful. Um, and just like I said, ingredients, knowledge. That's the best thing that we can do. Like care for your literally like add that self-care to your hair like we do to everything else.
Now, I would imagine you are the expert for even your own family. There's a wonderful shelves of loved ones behind you with all the
Yes.
photos. Are you taking care of all those people in those photos?
Yes, I am, because they are my children and they know that I am very, very intense when it comes to hair care. I'm intense when it comes to self-care. You know, I definitely am probably extra because that's what I'm passionate about. Because when you see people that are sad about losing their hair, or even if someone have like health, like you become passionate in it because you want to prevent it. And so that's where that passion has come from. Like people get sad, like they don't like not having edges. You see the measures that they'll go to, they will go get implants and stuff like that. It's definitely an esteem builder, hair is. And so I'm definitely passionate at trying to prevent those experiences that you don't want as you get older.
Because, hair and it's a very emotional thing, isn't it? For
It
women
is.
and men of all
Yeah.
backgrounds, all cultures, all ages, having good hair, healthy hair, and even just having hair, it's a very deeply emotional thing, and it can really affect your mood and how you conduct yourself, how you react to things, how you see life. So hair really plays a vital role in our lives, not just as a protective, thing on our head, but there's a
Right.
lot of emotional investment in hair, right?
It is. It is. And it doesn't matter. Like even with my male clients and with men, if they lost their hair, they still are like in the back of their mind, like, what did I do? What could I have done to prevent it? Like they definitely are. And you don't even think like you think people are comfortable with their hair going when it's gone, and they're not. It Men or women, they want their hair back. They can get it back, or they just lost hope. They're like, oh no, it's
Yeah.
nothing I can do to grow this back. I'm not even going to try anymore. I just give up. And so I
I,
don't like to hear that energy. I'm like, no.
well, it's funny because I noticed that when you were saying it, when your hair goes, well, when it's gone, even saying the word bald is scary.
It is. It is. It is. It's a very sensitive thing. Like I
Bald or
mean,
balding. Yeah.
yeah, it's very sensitive. I think because it may be, it could be because people associate the losing hair with age, but today it's not even age. They're losing it like way before that. And so if I could reach more people to prevent that, like through my books, through my seminar, through education, through my products, like that's what my purpose, my mission is. is
Tell us about
that.
that too. We're talking about the books, we're talking about the products, but you also do educational seminars as
Yes.
well. Tell us about
Yes.
that.
So yes, I do. A lot of people, some people either want to learn how to do like their children's hair, braids and stuff, or some people just want the education. And so the education, I've had clients that look for me for like from seminars that I've done for like 2 years, just remembering what I said. And because they remember what I said, it's different from anything that they've ever heard. And so that right there, like it's beyond inspirational. And you have to say something different so to even trigger someone's interest, you know. And so I know what I do and what my journey and my goal and things is different from what everyone else is doing, because it's literally genuinely wanting your hair to stay on your head and to grow
It's
out
the
of your
bottom
head.
line.
That's the bottom line.
That's truly the bottom line.
Yes.
Absolutely. These
Yeah.
books here, again, I love my natural hair, everybody, hair therapy. And how many books are there in total?
It is 5 right now.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. So we're showing those two. What are the other ones? Tell us about the
So
other
so the
ones.
other one is a boy one. It's called I Love My Natural. That's the boy version. And then it's the 2 workbooks that go with the books.
Kids must love that, huh? The fact that they
They
can
do.
sort of learn about it all too. And you know,
Yes.
when there's interaction, kids are interested. When there's no
Mhm.
interaction and they're just being lectured to, then they sort of drift off. But when they feel like they can participate in
Mhm.
something, that's when you really capture their interest, right?
Exactly. And they won't just put it aside. Like they want to show people their pictures they colored. They want to show you their answers that they got, or, you know, you even help them with the answers and stuff like that. So,
Why do you
yeah.
love this work you're doing so much? You've really put so much into it, you know, skilled, educated. This is something you've committed yourself to. You're, you know, a best-selling author several times over. You've got the experience, the knowledge, the education, but also, you know, you're applying it daily. You've got the products to go along with it. Why do you love this so much, this work?
I love it, Jim, because like if you see like even my clients, like make it, like I said, when people think like they have lost hope or given up and stuff, and you can change their mind or change their view of something, it
Yeah.
really is inspirational. Like all of my clients, they'll be like, oh, Tiffany, you made me beautiful. And I'm like, no, you're already beautiful. I just did your hair. But like they literally feel like like you've changed their life. So imagine someone coming inside your my space, right, being sad, and you know, because your hair is not doing what you want to. And then just that empowers them. That makes them feel good. It makes them want to go dance. It makes them maybe want to be nicer to someone just
Yeah.
because their
Right.
hair is like how they want it to be or how they seen it to be. And that right there, like really it does something for my energy. It does something for it lets me know that what I'm doing is impactful and necessary, and that I want to continue and sharing and uplifting women. And so many clients, they'd be like, Tiffany, do you know why I start doing this? It's because of you, because you talk about self-care so much. It's because you like it. I don't even be knowing that I have this influence on people, and they just share.
So there really is truth to that phrase that you're having a good or you're having a bad hair day.
Yes. Yes, definitely. Like I in like the energy, and you can tell like today my client left before you. She was like, I love it. Like when you hear those words, you're like, yes, that's what I hear.
You privately go, yeah.
I did that.
That's
Definitely.
that's fantastic. Do
Yeah.
you I know we're coming, you know, we're dealing with all that we've been dealing with the global health situation, but do you end up traveling across the country to different cities? How does that work too
Definitely.
with
So I am a
speaking?
I'm a travel hairstylist, so I'm a mobile hairstylist actually. So majority of my clients, I go to them. They like the luxury, they like the one-on-one. A lot of people are they don't want to sit in the shops and inhale the products and just wait. And so like it's a one-on-one service. Um, they're willing to pay the upcharge and all that. So
For the personal
yeah,
service.
for the personal service,
Isn't that fantastic?
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, really nice.
Yes.
Tiffany'sNatural.com is the website. And again, the books, they're available on Amazon as well. Really fantastic. It's really a great conversation on all levels because we're talking about not just, having the great hairstyles and all, but underneath really the health and wellness of our mind, body, and spirit, because it's really all tied to what you're talking about here. The outer appearance and the inner health are so linked, side bone connected to the funny bone, all of that. Before we wrap, what are some current, for women and men, that you've seen popular hairstyles right now?
Oh, popular hairstyles. I am loving the twist outs. Twist out is very popular. That's like a set. Where it looks like just your natural texture, but you can tell it's more defined because it's a more polished look. I'm definitely feeling the natural updo styles. Um, Definitely, those are two of my favorite. I definitely love those styles,
And
and you could
retro
be
things come around, right? Like, for
yes.
example, we showed that picture earlier, which is fantastic.
Mhm.
You're seeing this return now in many
Yeah,
areas,
exactly.
right?
That's like the free flowing, like a twist out kind of. Yes, I love those. Yes, those.
Yeah, I know here on the East Coast we're seeing it, and it's a beautiful style and au naturel. And like I say, a lot of people are also um, not always wearing the wigs and things of that
Mhm,
nature.
mhm.
They're taking it off, and they want the natural hair that they're
Uh,
born with to be seen and expressed. And sometimes that's cultural too, celebrating their cultural
exactly.
heritage, whatever it may be, whoever they are, whatever their cultural heritage is. But it's celebrating authenticity, right? Which is a beautiful thing as well, expressing themselves and who they truly are.
Yes, definitely. Braids are a timeless style. Those will never go out of style. You always can dress them up, dress them down. You can add accessories to them and things like that. And it's just like very, very uh, um, emotional and and seeing everybody embrace, like every like culture embrace their natural hair. Our natural hair is very refreshing to see that, and to where someone will be like, oh, I like that. In all these years you steered away from it, and then like now you're doing it and people like it. And so it's really it's a beautiful thing to see. It's a I love it. Like I said, I love it. I'm like, just wear your hair. Just wear it.
That's it. Just be you.
Just
That's
be
right.
you. Yes.
Just You don't have to be everybody else. Just be
Yes.
you.
Just be you.
Here's two of the books again, folks, and there's several more and all the other things that go with it. The product line, Tiffany'sNatural.com. These are on Amazon as well. I love my natural hair and hair therapy and so much more. Tiffany, this was really fantastic. Congratulations on being a best-selling author. The product line, the seminars, and everything that you do is sort of like a complete package when people connect with you, because you've been doing this. You've been in the salons and you have an opportunity to do the mobile styling and hair care for your clients as well. And it's really a full circle situation. And these great tips that we had an opportunity to share with our viewers of all different backgrounds and ages, and female, male, whatever, live or archived later, has been fantastic. And I really appreciate this. Maureen says this conversation has been very interesting. I never knew there was such an intricate science behind hair care. I learned a lot. Thank you so much, Tiffany. And Maureen
Thank
is
you.
a retired nurse.
Okay.
So she dove in and really loved the way you expressed, the importance of the health and the health of our hair, and it's so important. Kathleen says, thank you for being here, Tiffany. Great tips and great show. I
Thank
agree.
you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Our
Thank you.
lovities. They already actually said you're a Gym Master Show lovity already now. How's it
Oh,
feel to be a
thank you.
lovity, huh?
I'm a
Pretty cool.
levity. Yes, that's my new.
All
That's
your
gonna be
feet
my new hashtag.
right.
Jim is levity.
That's that right, exactly. A Gym Master Show lovity. We love that. Spread the word. Spread the word about our show. You're welcome back anytime. If you know folks you think would like to pop on the show as well, Tiffany Anderson, this was really a great conversation. You're a special person. You're doing work
Thank you.
that really inspires other lifts. See, that's part of what it is too. A big part is you want to lift other people up, make them feel good, show them how they can take control of their lives and feel good about themselves. And that's long lasting. It's very
Mhm.
inspiring and very motivating and empowering. And that's the underpinning of what you're really doing, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes.
It's beautiful work. Well, I hope the show met whatever expectations you had, Tiffany. You enjoyed the time with me as much as I absolutely have with you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Jim, and all my levities. Love your hair and follow your curls. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. And how's my hair doing? Not bad, huh? Nice and healthy. You still there? She what? Did you freeze? I think she froze. But if she froze, what a good place to freeze with that nice smile. So, a couple of you have been commenting that she has a beautiful smile. She does. She froze right at that question. Well, beforehand, she said she loved it. Before we went live on the air, I always chat with the guests before we go live on the air. So there she is in perpetuity. She's freeze framed. Her Wi-Fi probably locked up. Gang, we had a great time with you. Like we say, every episode of our show, the Jim Master Show Live, is something unique, special, entertainment, lifestyle, variety, and talk show series. Tiffany, thank you very much. There it goes. Boom. Whoosh, and off into space. But we thank her, and it was really terrific. And we got the goodbyes in just in time before her Wi-Fi gave out there. Probably if she was, I think she was using her phone, and the phone battery probably conked out. And when that happens, their picture freezes, and then it sits a little bit with the, and then they sort of pop off. This was a lifestyle episode of the Jim Masters Show Live. Sometimes we sprinkle in, I say this is an entertainment, lifestyle, variety talk show series. So this particular episode was really focusing on life and health and wellness and hair care for everybody and taking good care of yourself, which really, when you're healthy and you're well and you're looking good and feeling good, that does really make an impact on how you feel and how you respond to the world. So good stuff. Good stuff. Linda, thank you very much. That's terrific. And I'm glad you enjoyed the show. She had a great time. I know you were commenting. You had a lot of great questions there as well. Jen Barry says, Tiffany, you're a lovity. And Linda says, I have learned so much here tonight. Well, that is perfect. As I say, you always are entertained. You learn something. You're inspired. Have a laugh or two. That's what the Jim Master Show Live series is all about. It's not the same thing every day. We talk about life. We have a lot of laughs. We have, entertainment and all kinds of cool stuff. And this was a lifestyle segment, which I know you guys too, you have expressed you also enjoy. Sometimes we've talked about food, we've talked about other things in life as well. So it's nice to be able to present to you one of our lifestyle feature segments of the Jim Master Show Live. I learned a lot too, just let the hair do its thing as far as not having to shampoo it and condition it all the time. Being in the public eye where I'm on television and, visual, you always have to take care of your hair even more. And so I'm always cognizant of that. But for me and you guys, it's funny because you guys have been following along as the hair was down to here. We were having fun letting the hair grow longer than I've ever had it during the pandemic, and then taking it up a little bit and leaving it where it is right now. But I'm fortunate because I can change my hairstyle like the wind. It's been a lot of different lengths and this and that and back and front and side and parts and no parts and all the rest. And I've been blessed with that and the ability to be able to do that. And a lot of times my hair has to change as far as its look or whatever, based on whatever the project is, television work, other work. It has to, and sometimes I just do it based on the mood. All you have to do is look at my pictures on social media and you'll see that the hair can change a million different ways. And some of it's based on project, scenario, event we're going to, and mood. Thank you, Jim. You're the best. Thank you, Kathleen, as well. Maureen says, Jim, I've said it before, but I'll never stop saying it. You are simply the best. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you so much to you and your JMS team for making it Lovely Hall the best place to be each day and every day. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Knowing that makes it all worthwhile. Linda Johnson says, I can feel the love here. Perfect. It's permeating through the screen, right? Coming right at you through the screen and through our lovely comment section as well. Thank you very much. Linda Johnson. Oh my God. Linda Johnson says, you're the son I always wanted. LOL. Really? You want to adopt me? I mean, I like mashed potatoes. Do you make mashed potatoes? So I'll have two mothers. I'll have my mother, who's here and we love her. Well, she's actually in Florida. And Linda could be the second mother. But I do like my mashed potatoes. You guys are fantastic. Thanks for all the great comments. Glad you enjoyed this episode. It was a lot of fun, but also you learned some useful tips, hair care tips and health and wellness tips from Tiffany Anderson. Again, tiffany'snatural.com. As we mentioned, congratulations to her. The books are fantastic, and they apply really for everybody. She's got the kids' books and the workbooks too, and very interactive, and all on Amazon. Author, best-selling author, and natural hair care expert specialist, Tiffany Anderson. And not just somebody who just likes to talk about hair. She's got all the education, the skill set, the experience. She's been doing it for a long time. And we really appreciate her stopping by the Jim Masters Show and imparting all this great knowledge. If you missed this or joined us late, don't forget you can watch this again on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. We thank Tiffany Anderson for being here. And gang, don't forget, if you haven't done it, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tell everybody about our channel too. Don't keep it a secret. Tell everybody. Click the red button, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss any of our episodes that we have designed for all of you. Also, don't forget to give this episode a thumbs up. It means the world to us and helps us out big time when you click the thumbs up icon on the YouTube channel. You're watching the YouTube channel right now. There's a thumbs up. Make sure you hit this one up. Up Jim Masters Show. Click that and leave a comment. Drop a comment if you have questions or you just want to say hi or you want to let us know how much you're enjoying the Jim Masters Show live entertainment, lifestyle, variety talk show series. Maybe you've been with us since day one, some 720 plus episodes ago. Maybe you joined us for the first time. We welcome you or re-welcome you to Lovely Hall here and to everything that we're doing with our international audience. I do want to let you know we've got some amazing guests that are going to be gracing us with their presence coming up tomorrow. Wow, we've got an icon in the music industry joining us as well. Another one. If you weren't with us last night, Melba Moore was here. Incomparable Melba Moore, who's getting her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And she's also getting a Presidential Lifetime Award and Volunteerism Award as well from the President of the United States. Really beautiful thing. And she's got a new album out as well. If you missed that episode, check it out on our YouTube channel. Coming up tomorrow, we have consummate crossover pianist. He has performed piano on just about virtually all of Disney's and Warner Brothers cartoons. He was the leader of the Hollywood Bowl Orchestra for years. He's done film scores, incredible film scores for many films, television shows. He's an incredible musician, a phenomenal performer, and he's joining us tomorrow. Brian Rizzone is with us tomorrow. And guess what? That's followed by Ellen Foley, female rocker and actress. She was on the TV series Night Court. And she also was with Meatloaf and performed with him and much, much more. She's an incredible singer, performing today as well, and a brilliant actress on television and so much more. She is coming up with us on Thursday, going to be joining us as well. And just skipping ahead, that this weekend, Nathan Carter, Irish country music star. Well, we first met when I interviewed him on PBS, public television. He's got a new tour, a new North American tour, United States and Canada coming. And he's going to be with us on Sunday at a special time, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. in Ireland and in Scotland and England. Kevin Eubanks was with us recently, too, acclaimed guitarist, composer, TV personality. He was the music director and band leader with Jay Leno for The Tonight Show, and now he's co-hosting You Bet Your Life, the Fox TV hit comedy game show with Jay Leno once again, which is really, really cool. If you missed that episode, you can see that and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds more in our ongoing series of the Jim Masters Show Live. Gang, thanks for being with us. We're going to scoot off. And thank you, Jim. I'm loving the archives. Thank you very much. I appreciate them. That's why we love having the archives for all of you. And so continue to enjoy all the shows that we have for you to enjoy. Have a wonderful night, Jim. And love it. He's sending love and Ted hugs to each of you. Right back at you, Maureen. And Linda says, about Melba Moore. There are a few episodes of her 1980s series streaming on the Crackle app. Found it last night after the show. Just did a search on her show, Melba. Yeah. And then the other series she did with Clifton Davis, too, which was great. Jen Barry says, thanks, Jim. Fun show. Perfect. You know, we don't say goodbye around here. We say see you later. We say cheers, ciao, shalom, vida zane, hasta la vista, sayonara, moilu. Take care and take care of one another. Love one another and be well and take care of yourself. If anything, we talked about tonight, health and wellness, mind, body, and spirit, skincare and hair care, but just find balance in your life. And if there's anything about what we do here at the Jim Masters Show Live series that entertains you, informs you, inspires you, it just makes you feel good and maybe takes you away from the chaos of everyday life, well, that's perfect. Then I'm doing exactly what I hoped you would get out of this series that we have here. We call the Jim Masters Show Live. All right, gang, we'll see you on the next one. We'll be here. For those who are watching live, stick with us. Linda says, hugs and love to all. Thank you, Linda Johnson. Wow, Jim, looking forward to all of these shows that are coming up. Thank you very much. We'll be back tomorrow for those watching live. And for those of you who are watching this Memorex, you're watching this later on, we thank you for being here as well, whether you're a new viewer or you've been watching for a long time. And again, give this episode a nice hearty thumbs up, like, and leave a comment on the YouTube channel and subscribe. Okay, gang, we are going to duck out and we thank you very much. Crystal, thank you. I appreciate that. You are terrific. All of you. Thanks, gang. All right. So we are going to scoot off. But again, you can stay right here and continue to watch all these great shows we have for you and many more lined up just for you and you and you and you and you, as we always say on the show. Take care and be well. We'll see you on the next episode of the Jim Masters Show Live. Cheers.